All right, good morning once again and welcome to The Big Story, the show where we dig deep into issues shaping industries, lives and legacies. Today we turn the spotlight on music industry, not just the rhythm, melody or fame, but the business that sustains it all. Our topic this morning is understanding the business side of music. Many talents rise with great sound but fade away too soon, not because they lack gift or passion, but because they fail to understand the business dynamics that power, of course, success in the ever-evolving music world. From royalties to branding, streaming revenue to contracts, today we're exploring what it really takes to build a sustainable music career. Thank you for joining us this morning. I am Samson Balogun. All right, the Nigerian music industry is one of Africa's biggest cultural exports. A billion naira ecosystem that has birthed global icons and chart-topping sounds. But beneath that is glitz lies a complex network of deals, rights, marketing, and investment. Understanding this side of music separates those who make momentary hits from those who build enduring legacies. In Nigeria, where music strives as both ministry and business, many emerging artists often overlook key aspects such as intellectual property, distribution, management, and audience monetization. For gospel musicians in particular, the calling to minister must be balanced with wisdom to manage music as an enterprise, ensuring sustainability while keeping the message pure. Joining us to unpack this very vital topic is a man who perfectly embodies that balance, Peter Ayomekwo-Ilesanmi, popularly known as Peter Genesis. Hailing from Ijeru, Ekiti State, Peter discovered his love for music as a tender age through the church choir, after officially starting his music career in 2017 with his debut single, Holy God. He went on to study the business side of music, determined to master both the ministry and mechanics of the craft. He has since released 2 inspiring EPs, organized numerous music concerts across campuses, churches, and communities, and touched lives globally through his songs. As the CEO of Kingdom Sound Empire, a fast-rising music company nurturing young gospel talents, Peter Genesis stands as a voice of purpose, blending passion, professionalism, and purpose in the pursuit of kingdom advancement. Of course, he's married, and his supportive wife, Mary Ayomekwo, together would serve as an instrument of God's glory, using music not just as entertainment, but as a channel for transformation and soul winning. Thank you for joining us on this show this morning. Peter Genesis, good to have you here.
Good morning. Thank you so much, sir.
Well, so many people have talked about your work and how distinct it has been so far. How did you discover yourself as an artist? Before we talk about business.
Yeah, anything worth doing is worth doing well. So I told myself that anything I'm going to do in the music scene must be excellent. So that was that, because we have a lot of artists, but what differentiates is there's a touch.
The niche you craft for yourself.
Yes. So it has been God and hard work, putting into my music and my craft, learning more, getting more exposure, just to have more knowledge of what I do.
When did it all start?
In 2017, I found myself starting officially, but before then.
Let's go back a little bit.
Before then, let me say it started from my mom. My mom is a very, very good composer when it comes to music.
She sings too.
She sings too. And we grew up seeing her writing songs for the church choir. So at the very tender age, maybe 5, I've already found myself in the the children choir, going up to the youth choir, then joining the mass choir. So it started then officially in 2017. I say, okay, let me just, apart from doing this in the church, let me be a blessing to the world. So that's how it started in 2017. Then we kickstarted it. But then there was no more knowledge about what we do. We just do it anyhow. But the more we grow, the more we do research, the more we go for classes, take courses, then I started getting more knowledge, more exposure about what I do.
Okay, you began your music career, of course, the music journey in the church. And at what point did you realize that music is not just ministry. It's not just what you do for fun. It's also business.
Yeah, after in 2017 when I started, I was just doing it. So I think 3 years into the after 2017, 2019, I was on Twitter and I stumbled on a post talking about music business. I was like, is there something called music business? So I said, okay, let me venture into this thing and know the balancing on how to sustain your craft and also earning from your craft. So that's how I started into it. I joined classes on Twitter, bought books, go for seminars. I've traveled from here to Lagos for seminar, to Abuja for seminar on music, just to learn the music business. And I've done courses abroad on music business.
Yes, now, you have spoken about your inspiration for the business part of music. So, how has that changed the way you see things as an artist, as a business entrepreneur?
Yeah, it has changed a lot of things. I don't do things anyhow again. I tell people, because I organize music seminars too on music business. I tell people, I said, it is beyond just going to the studio and doing a song and just dumping it on a digital platform. The moment you start going to studio, you have started a business part of music, because you are paying someone to get a product. Your sound is a product, so you are paying a producer to produce a sound for you. You paid. So the moment you start paying someone to get something, you have started the business part of music. But many people think it ends there. They go to studio, they record the song, and they just dump it on digital platform without doing anything. They go. I even see people that they will just you have not dropped a single just to people to know the kind of sound you are bringing to the table. The next thing you see them dropping album, dropping EP. I tell people, no. It will just stay there. Nobody will discover you.
So it's a process. Actually.
It's a process. When you are cooking rice, there's a place you taste it. If it has salt, maggi, everything is balanced. That's the first stage. You just put out a sound.
But we have seen people with no single, but they have albums.
Yes. It is a very long process. I have a friend I'm talking to right now. He wants to drop an album. I told him, I said, at least don't drop the album yet. Let us out of the album, because I also work as an A&R, artist right. So I said, okay, let me hear the 5 tracks you want to drop as an album. So I listened to it. Okay, let us pick this one and push it out first, so people will understand what you do.
Your kind of sound.
Because people don't you can't drop an album and people will go there and digest everything. You drop a sound first, so they'll understand the kind of sound. Give them the
impetus to come for more.
It will now bring out your audience, because for every artist, there's an audience for every artist. You cannot. It's not all of us cannot start listening to. All of us is not an audience for Nathan Ebasi, for Dunsi, for Olamide, for all these guys. No, they have their specific audience. We call them die-hard fans. And sometimes you build a community and a family. People that once your song drop, they'll be the one to start without your knowledge.
They'll help you market on your behalf.
Market it on your behalf, because they have been synchronized with your sound. They have understand the kind of sound that you do, and they love what you do.
Okay, going back in a few years, since 2017 when you dropped Holy God.
Yes, sir.
What difference have you seen in the business part of music, and of course operating independently, dropping music independently?
Yeah, I would say when I dropped Holy God, I took down the song because of some reason, because I said, no, Genesis, this is not what I want to achieve, because then on my own knowledge, my own level of knowledge, I did it. Later on, when I understand, I took it down, and ever since then, I've been putting out things together and understanding how my music goes. One of the things I understand is the data. Understand the data, where my music is being streamed, the demography, the age range, the time, and everything. Then I had to put those data together to do what? Okay, since my song it has high listening in Italy, okay, let me do what? Let us put more promotion on that zone. That zone. Okay, who are those that are listening to it? Is it men? Is it women? Is it children? What is their age range? Then what is the time? What time are they listening to it? So we do what? We get those data. Then now we do what kind of song they listening to in that environment? What kind of sound? What interests them the more in a sound. Is he Afro? Is he Akpala? Is he high praise? Is he slow worship? Is he reggae? Then we do what? We re-strategize and we do something just to suit that environment.
Now, basically, let's go back a little bit and
sir.
let's talk about business angle of music. Let's break it down for a young musician who's just coming up that really does not understand all the grammar. Now, what does it really mean to actually make money from music?
Yeah, the business part of music sustains the craft. It sustains the artist. At least I'm like 10 years and more in Ibadan here. I've seen many artists rise and they are no more. I don't want to mention names. And when I did my research, I noticed that most of them just go to studio, do songs without the knowledge of the business side. So the money they have with them, they invested it in the music till they got fizzled out. No money again. They are not getting a return on
investment.
Their investment.
They call it ROI.
Yeah, ROI is a very bad kind of business. When you invest in something and you're not getting your return back. So one of the main purposes is you invest in your music to get a return on it. It's not a bad idea. I tell you, it's not a bad idea when you get a return from what you have invested in. And it is very, very important for artists to understand the business part of music. Don't just drop song. I was speaking to an artist a few weeks. I told him, I said, you just go to the studio, you spend huge amount of money, and you put your song on audio mark. I mean, you can't generate what you need to generate. You just put your song. Some people just put their song. They'll go to YouTube. They'll put their song on YouTube. You check their YouTube channel. They also have maybe 10 subscribers, and you have invested heavily in your music. So the best way is get someone that understands how it works. I manage artists. I promote artists. By privilege, I've been able to promote like 4 to 5 artists from the USA. Here in Nigeria and Africa, we got them dancers and promoters in Kenya, in Uganda, in Zimbabwe, and it was massive. It was massive. We got some dancers, the orphanage in Uganda. And what I noticed was that these guys have been able to dance to a song by Chris Brown and on their Instagram, and the turnout was massive. So I reached out to their management. I said, I have an artist. He's a gospel artist. I want us to do something for him. They said, no problem. And we paid. So within 24 hours, we got nothing less than 7 million streams on that song through Instagram. Because we focus on Instagram, we focus on TikTok, we focus on Facebook. So we do it like that. And multiple playlists for the song. And the essence of playlist is that it brings you to a wider audience. Okay. Imagine I put my song on a playlist in Ghana. It means I'll be exposed to people in Ghana. I put my song on playlist in Italy. I'll be exposed to people in Italy. New audience. And once people get to listen to your song and they like this song, they become your fan. So that's how it works. So it is important for artists or a minister to understand the business part of music. That's what sustains the craft. Okay. I don't want to start mentioning names because we have, all these are big ministers. They have a team that works on their management. Music business. Their own is just to go to the studio, sing, and they drop their song. And you see, I was checking this song. I have decided to follow. I was telling my pastor.
Saw your engagement.
Gizaba has never hit 1 million stream on Spotify or YouTube. I was surprised when I checked it. 14.8 million streams just in 5 months. Now on YouTube, he has 63 million streams. That is something
quite massive.
So you cannot tell me somebody like that can get royalty on that song. It will be confidently, singularly, is going to rent Liberty Stadium or Adama Sigba for a show. Because what? He has made the money. Thank you, sir. He's getting a ROI back on his music.
And it's not something that is static. It comes in as long as people
monthly
still
payments, people still stream it. And there's something that people don't understand. Let me just say this. If an artist die, 70 years later, he will still be collecting royalty, which means if an artist has a song,
such an artist can leave a legacy for the family,
for the children, for the family.
Okay, now let's talk about what we are talking about now. We want to expand it a little bit more. Okay, sir. Some people do not understand royalties, publishing rights, and contracts.
Okay, sir.
What's the difference?
Okay.
And at which time does all these come to play?
Okay, once you have a song and you go to the studio, you have you have the right to publish it, which means you are the sole, like you are the CEO of the song. You are the artist. Yeah, it is my song to publish it. You are giving. So once you give your song to
After recording a song.
After recording a song, let's say you record a song, you got an expression, you record a song. The next thing is to get your song on digital platform. That's you are giving the people to publish your song. Then there are some digital platforms. I use one RPM. I've used symphonies. They give you access. Okay, we can publish your song, or you register yourself.
Okay.
You register yourself with BMI and some other publishing organization to publish your song, so that your song won't be people won't steal the song from you, because people steal song. You see people go to the stage and they'll start singing people's song and they'll say, this is my song. Say, why did you publish? Do you register the song? Do you register the song? So that is that. Then contracts. A lot of people have signed some contracts that has bring them down. I remember 5 years ago when I was in a rush, like I want to get signed to a record label, because as the independent artist, it is not
especially
easy.
in terms of funding.
Funding is not easy. It's crazy sometimes. Sometimes you go to programs and the money, your personal money will go into it, and to the glory of God is a work of God. Your personal money will go. Sometimes we spend. I remember the time I did a concert. I did a tour. I used to do tour every year. It's called Jesus Tour, to campuses. We go to Ilorin, go to Abeokuta, go to all those. That year alone, I spent almost 1 million naira just for those programs, because I go with all my team. So we get a boat that take us there, feeding, hotel and everything. So I got a contract from a record label in USA. But because of the knowledge of contract that I have little knowledge of contract then. I have a boss ahead of me, so I send the contract to the boss. But in the contract, it said that I'll be the one to fund every of my projects, and the reality will still be 50-50.
Wow.
It's a very bad contract for me. Investing my money. Imagine I spend.
And you still get out of half of the return.
Yes, imagine I spend 5 million on a song, and at the return we have 15 million. That means we are going to share it. Instead of me to take maybe 80%, they are going to take it 50-50. So it's a bad contract for me. Many artists have signed contract, and it has. I remember recently. I remember when this guy, Chris Daniel, signed the contract there with G Worldwide. Blah blah. He signed that they should change. He signed his name into it. So people who sign contract, they will not read very because of. And I'll advise artists that before you sign any contract, make sure you read carefully, or you get an entertainment lawyer. Okay. It is very, very important. Every artist can afford a lawyer. Every artist can afford, or you make friends with them, just for that purpose, so that you won't sign something that will, that will take or kill somebody's career. Then at the end of everything, maybe you have signed this contract, you published your song. That's where royalty comes in. Royalty comes in. ROI, return of investment. It's called ROI, return of investment. You have invested in your music, at least at the end of 6 months, a year, maybe 3 months, and you see that your song is. Some artists, their song is doing well. Outside, people are streaming their song, and the amount that they are giving them is very little. So you must understand. Okay, you must have a data of how your song is going. You must understand. Okay, per stream on Spotify, how much do they pay? On Apple Music, how much do they pay? On Boomplay, how much do they pay? On AudioMac, on Deezer, on YouTube Music. You must understand. Do your research. It is online. Understand. Then calculate with the amount of streams you have. Then you understand. Okay, at the end of 6 months, I'm expecting the amount of money. Not that at the end you don't understand. And
when you see the figure, you know how much you expect.
Yes. So there's a way you calculate it. When you see the figure, you calculate with this and this, and you get your return back on it. So it's very important for upcoming music ministers and artists to understand, because as a farmer, you must understand the risk, the business part of everything. Of maybe you want to start rearing layers. Okay. There's a risk and there's a profit. Broilers is different from goats, is different from cow. So you must understand. As an artist, you must understand what you are doing. You must understand the basics. Because the basics. These are little things that people need to understand. I just see people put their song online and I laugh. And one thing is, many artists don't want to learn. They don't want to learn. When you try to talk to them, I've organized meeting in Badon here, music seminar that we just have 5 people, just for free. People will not come down. What are they saying there? I know. Is
it because they think they know everything they need to know?
Most of them believe that they know what they need to know. Many of them believe that there's nothing like that.
Oh, because I have an account on Spotify, I can just put my music.
People can just go there. You can open a Spotify account and just put your music there, and your music will be there. Your music will be there. So it's. I can say after my song Holy God, I did another song. Another song in just 3 months, I got 100,000 on my song. And I did not really. Okay, I helped an artist. She's also she's an actress. I want to say this so people understand. She's an actress, and we upload a song for her on digital platforms. And I spoke. I said, "Emma, let us do marketing and promotion for this song." He said, "Yeah, can I say me?" I said, "Okay, what platform are you popular on?" He said, "Momo TikTok logo." I said, "Okay, let's lock in on that TikTok," and we started. She created 1 million videos, and TikTok pay per videos, not per stream. Per video. If you are able to do 10 videos, they'll calculate everything for you, add it to your royalty on your dashboard. This one created 1 million videos, and the video that has the lowest stream had 500k streams.
Wow!
And at the end of 4 months, she did not give us money for promotion. Like she did not give us any money for promotion. No. At the end of 4 months, she collected 500,000 naira.
Wow!
Just because she used our what?
A phone.
At TikTok. So understanding the platform that works for you.
Your kind of music.
Your kind of music too. Your kind of music too. So that is it.
Okay, now people talk about artists looking for hits instead of structure. What's the difference between these two?
Artists looking for hits instead of structure.
The
first thing is you must have a structure. Once you have a structure, you create hits. Because I've seen many artists that have created hits without a structure. After that hit, they are not able.
Fade.
Yes, because they are not able to build or bring out another hit, because that hit can come like a lock. I can do a song now and it just come like a lock. But when I have a structure, a solid team, we can work towards creating it back to back.
So what's the disadvantage of having a hit before having a structure?
The disadvantage is that when you have a hit without a structure, unless you have a good management team that once you have a hit, they can build a structure for you. And the first thing, when we talk about structure, is the first thing is you must be able to at least record as much as possible song. Don't just drop one song and in another few months, you now go to studio again. At least when you are being signed or you are an artist, you are coming up, you're able to record as much as possible song, then build a community. Have people that can handle this for you, handle this for you, handle this for you, people that understand it. So when you have a structure, like you have a manager, your friend can be your manager that understand music. Or somebody that understands music, then they build a structure for you, like online presence, all those things for you. Then once you have a hit, you have something to you out of the songs that you have been able to record, you have been able to record in your structure. You can go back there and pick out of it. But once you have a hit, I've had many people that they have a hit song, and after that we don't hear them again because there's no structure. We can't build a house without a structure. We can't build the house without a foundation. The foundation for a 3-bedroom apartment is different from the foundation for 2-bedroom for a 2-story building. The Cocoa House in Dubai, the foundation is different from this building. So as high as the building will be, that means the foundation must be deep. That means they must have a solid foundation for every artist, a solid structure before you have a hit. You might not have a hit and you will still be making your money. Do you understand? You might not
having a hit.
You still making your money because people will still love and stream your song. What happened to Olamide that has it at all time? What happened to Dunsi that has it at all time? Because there is solid structure. He has a team of musicians. Anytime the song comes, guys, let's go to studio and go and record. Olamide, I heard that every artist that they sign, the artist must record at least 200 songs. At least for his start.
There was a time ID Kabasa came on board and said he still has about 200 songs of
Olamide that have not released.
And they are potential hits if he releases them today.
That is we call it catalog. It's a structure. So if Olamide sit down there, we're only one more, there's no more song again. What will happen?
There's something to work on.
Something to move back on. But when you have a hit song without any song, that's just a hit song. Maybe that song just came. Maybe you are high on something, or you are just privileged to get the sound, and you go to the you go to show. People will be after 3 months.
They are expecting something new.
And you're not able to give them. What will happen?
Forget about the artist.
That
Now,
is it.
very quickly, let's talk about artists who actually pay for songs. Yeah, they have a hit and they cannot keep up with the momentum, so they are looking for composers to give them something to work on. So sometimes it changes the style, it changes the genre of music. Now, how does that work out in the business part of it?
An artist must not stick to a genre of music. As an artist, you must be dynamic.
Okay.
You must be able to go here, go here. I'm a worship minister, like thick worship and prophetic. So most of my meetings, power.
Okay.
But recently, I told myself, I said, Genesis, people have known you with this. And I did a 5-track of Afro pop. When I started, people were saying,
Gospel.
yes, sir. People were saying, yes, we have known you with worship. The time I dropped one song, Me and You, people heard that song. Somebody reached out to me and said, this guy, you are a bad boy. I said, as an artist, so as you're looking at me, I can do Apala, I can do Fuji, I can do reggae. Because people might be tired of one style that I'm doing. Let's look at Olamide. Olamide was a rapper. When he started about, when it comes to a time, he switched.
He became a singer. He became a singer. He started singing.
He became a singer. He got to a time, he started singing with Ega. Do you understand? That is that. People will not be tired of you. When you have different, when you can move like this,
Different
you can
flavors.
move like this. They won't predict that, next song, don't worry, I drop. It's like this, it's like they won't be able to predict you.
Now, let's do a juxtaposition of what you are talking about. We have some artists in the country who are known for one particular beat. So when there is a song that has dropped, you know which beat is coming from, just that you don't know the lyrics. But then for some artists, they can come in different forms, and different kind of genre of music, and they will still be making sense. Now, for artists who are more like artists who they have been known for a particular kind of music, and they have not changed. So in the long run, what will happen?
What will happen is people, fans will get tired.
Do they get bored of
their
their
sound?
sound?
Of the kind of sound. They get bored. I'm also a listener. I listen to people's songs. Also, when I expect that this guy has been giving us this, he has been. So it's like maybe you are in a place and you are being fed with rice. You get tired of it. You want to eat jollof rice. You want to add chicken to it. You want to add egg to it. So people will get tired. So now imagine an artist that give us a sound. Give us a song here, or an artist that drop a 5-track EP, and on that EP we can get 3 sounds from it. The main Afro pop that he does, and we now see that this guy did another kind of Afro fusion, did that. Or another thing is, or you as an artist that have a sound that you cannot, like you have a kind of sound, kind of song you cannot change. Try to feature or collaborate with other
people
artists,
of different
styles. What you do when you collaborate with people of different styles is that you bring their sound to your audience. You bring your sound to their audience, like you mix it together. You are getting your sound to new audience that would like, this guy, I would like this kind of sound. But when you are an artist that you have this kind of sound and you don't want to feature, you don't want to collaborate, people will get bored of your sound.
Now, let's talk about collaboration, because that was where we were going in the first place.
Okay, sir.
Now, for artists, what does collaboration mean? You just mentioned one, that you can actually be able to extend your sound to different audience.
Yes, sir.
But then, beyond that, what does collaboration mean for an artist, especially upcoming artists and people already making it big in the industry?
Okay, for upcoming artists, somebody like me that God is still helping us. I dropped a song a few months ago, and the turnout was massive. And I told myself, I want to do the remix of this song, and I want to collaborate with a bigger artist. The reason being is that once you collaborate with other artists, you expand your reach. I featured an artist in USA last year on a song, Calvary. It brought me to the audience, sir. That song had in my in my streams and in my songs.
It stood out.
Yes, I've not reached the stream that song had. That song had over 50,000 streams just in a month.
Wow.
Because the artist is a bigger artist, the gospel artist is a pastor, and he has an audience. He's a bigger artist in USA. His name is Joe Brown. And when I featured him, it brought my sound to people
To
there.
a different kind
to a
of
different kind of,
audience.
and I brought its also sound
Back to Nigeria.
Back to Nigeria. So it gives your song a new reach, new expression, and new exposure.
Now, let's talk about Kingdom Sound Empire,
Okay.
which you run.
Yes, sir.
And it's a fast-rising music company
Yes, sir.
in Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
What challenges have you faced so far?
I've faced a lot of challenges, and one of the challenges we face is funding and artists being loyal to you. My first, because I do gospel, so I decided to pick up a hip hop artist. The first hip hop artist I picked up, you know, as an artist manager to him, I did not charge him. Took him to studio for photo shoot, did a lot of things, dropped a song for him, put it on digital platforms, and in 1 week we had 10K streams of one of his songs because the song was so hit. And the Egbon Adugbo called him that, if you are born in now, leave that guy, let us be the one to push you. They said we'll be using our own car to take you to shows, don't worry, you know, and the guy left. And that was it. He was not able to record the hit song that we are able to put together. So a lot of challenges because artists are not loyal. A lot of artists are not loyal. They want to use you. Another thing is funny because we are trying to expand our reach to at least help as much as possible young talents that have the gifts but they don't have the platform. So
Before we go this morning, what would you say to average Nigerian artists out there who are trying to make it big in the industry?
Okay, my advice for every artist that are coming up is find something doing. Learn a skill. Learn a skill because you need money for your you need money to push your sound and be consistent. Don't give us a sound now and the next 6 months you are giving us another sound. Be consistent. If it's possible, give us sound once in 2-3 months. If you drop one in January, drop another one in March. You are building your catalog. You are building your family.
Well, maybe Michael will learn how to make music or Toby. But then let's talk about timing very quickly about timing of dropping songs. How does it work?
Yeah, it works. It depends on the kind of like if like the way you want to drop your song. So if you drop a song in January, you push it from January, February, March. You can drop another song in March. You can drop a song in January, drop a song in February. You can drop 2 songs in a month, depending on the amount of fan base you have. So your fan base and how people are streaming your song will determine. So January, February, you can drop in March. April, you can drop in May. At least 2 months or a month interval, just to build your catalog and build. People will understand. Like, oh, this sound, the more sound you drop to people, the more people get to know you, people enjoy what you do, and they ask for more.
All right, Mr. Genesis, thank you for joining us in the studio.
Thank you so much, sir.
That's been a wonderful session with you. We'll do to bring you back some other time and talk strictly business of music. That's been a wonderful session.
Thank you,
all right, that's how we wrap up today's edition of The Big Story. Music is more than art. It's an industry, a ministry, and a mission. Understanding its business side is not just about profit, it's about purpose, impact, and sustainability. A big thank you to our guest this morning, Peter Genesis, for sharing his journey and wisdom with us. To every rising artist listening and watching us this morning, your sound is powerful, but your structure is what will sustain you. Until next time, next week, for example, I am Samson Balogun reminding you, dream big, stay grounded, and keep your rhythm in tune with purpose.